If you've never driven from Boise to Salt Lake City, 10 out of 10, do recommend. Yeah, those views from Boise to Salt Lake City were pretty majestic. Can't recommend enough. We did it in a U-Haul truck. It was awesome. I would definitely do it again. So we went really deep for this video, guys. Some data synchronization, which was crazy and took a long time to do. But this is my video, and this is Stash Power's video. In the description, I'll have a link to his channel as well. Big ups to him. Thank you so much for sending me your cut of the video because, well, my GoPro died again. So we know who all the players are. Dump Truck Watts on the right, that's Ashton. In the middle is going to be Andre or Stash Power, and myself with the Hot Dog Watts on the left. Tried to sync this as best I can, so let's just jump right into the video. Average speed for the day was 27.5 miles an hour, so we were definitely cooking. 298 but 343 normalized. It definitely worked hard, but still getting a Cat 3 performance from Sauce. 102 degrees, so we're basically melting, but you know, any day I get 3 hot dogs, it's a big win. Big fan of hot dogs. We're jumping ahead a few laps here. A couple of attacks do go, but they get drawn back really quickly. Very cagey racing today. And, a lot of teams are represented, so not a lot of people are going to get that kind of leash unless they have the right makeup of riders. After watching Stash Power's video that he's posted to his YouTube, it sounds like he was interested in trying to be part of a break. I kind of wish that we were able to sync up and have that conversation ahead of time, because I would love to be in a break with him, especially at a course like this. So what I think is going to happen next here is we've had 2 more riders try to go and bridge to that initial break of 2, and we're going to hit the feature or this kicker at this next incline. And Stash Power is a very strong climber, so I think we're going to see him really try to send it and make that bridge effort in just a minute here. All right, and away he goes. Good hard kick, and we're just kind of chilling in the pack still. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that moto.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I have no idea why the USAC official had his motorcycle kicked into the course like that, but that almost ended my day. And we're gonna ride along here with Stash Power for a little bit. This does make this bridge effort. I think he just nukes past this guy. And you can see the white blip on the map has got a good gap on Ashton and I. He makes this super brave attack and is able to almost bridge, but the pack, I think, has just seen too many people go up the road and decided they were going to claw this one back right at the second hill. So we're going 34 miles an hour down that hill, he's going 17 up it. And we watched the first 2, 3, 4 fly by. And I'm still coming up behind him here. And I just now pass him. It is weird seeing myself in other people's videos. As a super smart, really talented rider, he just tacks back onto the back here and is able to recover and get back into the race, no problem. After pulling back Stash Power's move, everyone kind of starts stop pedaling, and Ashton seems to be stuck on the front here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack, and I see there's more riders going up the road, and I want to be a part of that. So I just kind of stomp on it here and find our friends here on the downhill. Really got some speed, but they're not really pulling through, so I just take it upon myself to get right to the front and try to make something out of this. any time that the brake isn't motivated, though, it's gonna get clawed back almost immediately. And so I'm trying to do my best to pull this and drive this forward. I'm going 30, Ashton's going 34, like I'm going backwards, right? So I inevitably do get caught, and we get reabsorbed, but we're now getting to the meaty part of the race, right? We're almost halfway through, because we're on 7:16. And as I get caught and I start soft pedaling, I start seeing that no one's really pedaling through. And whenever that happens, inevitably that counterattack is going to go off, and just like clockwork, there it goes, right in the top left corner. This was really frustrating, because I felt like every time I would throw in an attack, it wouldn't stick. But whenever anybody else would, it would. And I'm on the other side of the planet, basically, from where I live, so I don't think anybody knows who I am. And so this caught me off guard. So eventually I see that we're not going quite as hard as we had been through this chicane, this right-hander, right? So I just kind of ramp up the intensity just ever so slightly here and start getting a little bit of separation, and look back and see that I have a gap. And I just punch it up the incline. And so I'm doing 27, they're doing 25, 24. So I commit. I have no delusions of grandeur. I am not stronger than 100 people, but I know that if we can get enough people to come up here and race bikes with me, that we got a shot. So I ride up to this first rider, and he's just going backwards. So I just stomp on it a little bit more and keep going. And that blue dot, that is me in the map, just seems to start getting a little bit more and more separation. So away we go. And I mean, it's a sad day. I do end up getting caught, but again, just trying to take my shot here. I'm not stronger than 50 riders, but I was hoping maybe they would let me go. And another attack does go off as I'm trying to get reabsorbed and just kind of recover from these efforts. I normally don't do well at all in the heat, and as you can see, it's 103, 104 degrees. Like, it was a different type of heat. When they say dry heat, that's exactly what this was. I don't know what it was about my fitness this time last year, but I must have felt like I had 100 arrows in my quiver, because kind of cool to see Stash Power respond to my attack here. But guys, let me go. It's cool. No, I don't know why I wanted to leave a mark on this race so badly, but I mean, I did just kind of fly across the country to go just race bikes and support my wife, right? So I was going to leave it all out there. So I'm going to send it again here, and it looks like we've got the speed differential, and everyone's kind of soft pedaling after the initial response. A few people look like they're more excited than others. So let's see how this one shakes out. After getting my separation, I work with the two riders that I've got with me. We bridge up to the next two, try to holler at them to work with me, and we stay away for a pretty good while. And look at the size of that gap on that map. But look at the dump truck. He is ready to eat. Big dog is coming through, watch out. And I can't fault him here, because I said, if we can, let's get away together. So I'm not even mad. Oh, my boy just dropped it all. Look, he's still going. I wish I had that much sprint, that much kick. Jealous. And it looks like he's gonna make it. He's right in no man's land right now, but he's still putting down more power and more speed than I have. I really wish I had the rear camera for this, but it looks like that has just activated everyone. Oh my goodness, it is strung out single file. It's like that orange jersey just set off an alarm system. And if you look at that white dot, I know the green bar is over top of it, but Stash Power, it has some serious work to do, because like they're already around the next turn, right? Like I think everyone knew that that race was over if he made that bridge attempt without people going with him. At this point, Ashton does connect on to the back of our group. We're going about the same speed here. And just unfortunately, sometimes the pack just doesn't let the strongest move go, right? So unfortunately, this all comes back together. This is your friendly reminder to make sure that your GoPros are tightened appropriately so you're not staring down at your tire as moves go off the front of the race. It's right about now that my GoPro dies because the GoPro Hero 9 is garbage, and probably for the best. So the only way to keep track of what I'm doing at this point is the left-hand power and that blue dot in that top right corner. As you can see, Ashton and myself and Stash Power are all right next to each other, which is where it's going to be for the next half a lap, I'd say. But remember, it's been stupid hot, everyone's going stupid hard, and it's 2 days of racing, so anything is possible. We're coming up to 2 to go, and here's me. And for the life of me, I will still never ever understand what is about to happen right here. And the only way we can explain it is by actually looking at the power data here. I'm just coasting here, soft pedaling, and I see a gap, and I start to find my way back up to the front because I know that this is the end of the race and I want to actually do some sort of result. And I've taken too many shots, I probably have no energy, and I just absolutely uncork it, and everybody just gets on my wheel. And so I kind of stop and I look back and I'm just like, all right, I swing all to the other side of the road and I just start pedaling a little bit harder and then coast and a little bit harder, and I'm off the front by myself. Really, you can't make this stuff up. I'm outrunning a hungry pack of wolves and they're doing 0 watts. It's like Xbox controller has disconnected and I can't explain it. And if I didn't have Stash Power's video, which is probably super frustrating for him and for Ashton, that everyone just kind of said, it's cool. Make no mistake, I'm riding past my wife and my coach and her team, and they are yelling like the world is on fire, and I am just absolutely just on my limit, going to hit this as hard as I possibly can, because I am never going to get an opportunity like this ever again. So let's see how this goes. It is pretty crazy that we all have pretty much the exact same heart rate right now, but you can see that the power is surging up and down for Andre, and the gap is increasing, right? And the sense of urgency and who's playing chicken is definitely growing. And another flyer has gone off the front, and so now it's basically come down to the whole bunch now has basically relegated himself to sprinting for second, because I'm just about to cross the line and they are about to stomp on it and really just go full tilt, and you can just see that in the speed of this video, right? And that rider in the distance, that's not me. I'm just now crossing the line, and everyone is just finding that last gear to dig into, and unfortunately that rider unclips, makes Andre almost crash, get out of the way. Jared Baroni comes in for second, and that wide swinging pushes Ashton off the podium. But Andre, thanks so much for sharing this video so that I had some content to share from the biggest win in my life. And Sawyer likes bikes for this photo because I was so excited I didn't know how to celebrate, so I just sprayed my water bottle in the sky. Guys, thanks so much for watching these. If you like them, please do so, like and subscribe, and I'll try to make some more content quick. Thanks, guys.